What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Semi Radio Sports Network, and today we're going to be talking about the moves that the Miami Dolphins have made. So I wanted to delay this video. This was going to be my next video on my channel, but I wanted to delay it just a little bit to see if the Miami Dolphins made any more moves over the weekend. So I did go off of what I had on my planner for this week. This video was supposed to go out on Friday. I was supposed to have a couple streams, but alas, things change in an instant. So those did not happen. I apologize for no videos being up, and I apologize if I sound like I'm out of breath. I just ran up the stairs and ran around doing a bunch of stuff, so that's why. But I need to get these videos out, so let's go and talk about it. So the first thing I have to say is thank you guys so much for the support. I think I said it also on the mock draft, but I would love to thank you guys so much for the support you gave the Miami Dolphins CFM episode 1, which was basically the introduction to the team. That meant so much to me. And then, even though it's not getting the views I would like it to, I like to thank the 25 of you guys that watched the MWR Games battle with Reagan. I'm going to start doing a 4s as well now, so it's not only going to be dubs. So the Road to 100 Wins MWR Game Battles with Reagan is now going to be MWR Game Battles with our team name, which is Dion Waiters' Clutch. We're 1-4 right now. We should be 2-3. But, you know, shit happens. Even then, we really should be 3-2. But sometimes you just lose gunfights, and that sucks. But we did have some good wins. We came down to map 5 a couple times. But that's not what this video is about. Let's get down to it. And the first thing we're talking about, let me go and, man, if you guys saw the thumbnail for this video, this one isn't that good. But the thumbnail for the Miami Dolphins video, I worked on that one for 3 hours because I don't know how to work Photoshop. But I worked on that for 3 hours, and I'm so happy that it came out the way that it did. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It should come out soon, sooner rather than later. I know this one isn't as good, but you see it says, did the Miami Dolphins make the right off-season moves? And we're going to start off with the first thing on my agenda, which is Kenny Stills. Now, as you guys know, I made some videos saying that should they let Kenny Stills walk? Should they go after Victor Cruz? Should they do this? Should they do that? Ultimately, I think that they got a hell of a deal on Kenny Stills, and I'm actually so glad that he's still a part of the Miami Dolphins roster. I think he is probably the best slam dunk move we had so far in the offseason. There's still a lot left to go. Season doesn't start until early August, so we have a long way to go. But I feel like we did a very, very good job with the Kenny Stills signing. Now, when you go into, I have it in a certain order the way I want to do it. So the next one I'm going to go into is Jermon Bushrod. Now, you guys knew, I knew it, Jermon Bushrod wanted to be a part of this team. He did not want to be a part of any other team. He knew the system. He liked Adam Gase. He had a pretty good year at guard. I mean, anyone who says he had a really good year at guard. I'm going to say he had a very good year at right guard. It'll be interesting to see if they keep him at right guard, if they try to move him to left. I don't really know, but I'm glad that he's back a part of the team. Solidifies our offensive line. Ted Larson, I'm not too sure about Ted Larson. I have to watch some of his stuff, but I'll believe the bad things when I see it and the good things when I see it. The third thing on my list, the third best thing here, is the trade for William Hayes. Now, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to find any mermaids down here. You never know. He could. I don't know if he's going to find any dinosaurs, but the one thing I know he'll find some running backs in the backfield, and he'll find some quarterbacks. This man will do his job. And this was a slam dunk trade. I heard from the Finsiders Radio. I always listen to the Finsiders Radio. They were talking about, MC Money was talking about how they heard about the trade possibility for William Hayes during the Jabal Shed visit. And so I guess when Jabal Shed and the Dolphins couldn't come to an agreement on terms, there was William Hayes. Now, I think, and I would like to make the argument that I would rather have a defensive line of William Hayes and Jabal Shed rather than William Hayes and Andre Branch and whoever we get in the draft. But you never know what could happen. It can work out in our favor. But I think that was another slam dunk. Probably my favorite move. I put Kenny Stills as my favorite, Jamon Bushra my second. But I think all three of them can be tied. And I know you guys are probably saying, Jamon Bushra tied for one of your favorite moves. He is. And it's me being perfectly 100% honest with you guys. Now, as I said, William Hayes, I think it's a slam dunk move. I think is an amazing trade. I mean, for a 6th rounder, great. I don't agree with them voiding his second year. I don't know what they'll do with that, but we'll see. I don't agree with it, but you never know what could happen. They could come to an agreement on a new contract towards the middle of the year or the end of the year, like they did with Marquise Gray. But you never know. Now, my 4th favorite move is the trade for Julius Thomas. Now, we already knew about this trade weeks before the NFL season, or the NFL, I guess you could say, year started. So it wasn't too bad. We already knew about it. And I really like the trade. I think we needed a pass-catching tight end. Deion Sims was not a number 1 tight end. He just got sort of number 1 tight end money from the Bears. And I think they're going to regret that move. Personally, I don't like it. I don't think they made a good move there. But for us, I think if Julius Thomas can stay healthy, I think he can be a very good pickup for the Miami Dolphins. I think he will produce. A famous quote. If you guys, I'm big on following all Miami sports except for the Marlins and because I'm a UF fan. But that's besides the point. I'll cheer for if they're on TV and if they're not going against UF. But speaking of Miami fan, is Armando Salguero. He tweets out every football game, whether it's the Dolphins or not. He says, who catches touchdowns in the red zone? And he started this a while back, and the answer is tight ends. We didn't have tight ends that could do that ever since the departure of Charles Clay, which I still am not a fan of. But they made some bad moves, but I like Julius Thomas. If he can produce 24 touchdowns in 2 years under Adam Gase's system, he's betting on himself with this 2-year contract now. I'm a huge fan of it. We'll see what we can get out of Julius Thomas. I'm a huge fan. As I said, I love it. If he can stay healthy and be that red zone threat, I mean, the sky is the limit for him. And then we get into Anthony Fasano. I'll tie him into it. I mean, Anthony Fasano making his comeback to Miami Dolphins. And one thing he said, which I found very, very interesting, was the fact that he came back to Miami because he felt like it was his best opportunity to win a Super Bowl. I mean, that's pretty awesome. If you're a Dolphin fan, you're thinking to yourself, damn, Anthony Fasano, best opportunity to win a Super Bowl with us? I mean, we haven't been mentioned in that conversation in years. And I was a fan. I mean, he is a great blocking tight end. He still can catch, but he is an amazing blocking tight end. Jay Ajayi, I mean, he's going to go he's going to go crazy this year. I can't wait to see him go off again this year. Now, we go into our final and my 5th favorite. And you guys are probably waiting for this one. And I apologize for it being so late in the video. But my 5th favorite thing the Dolphins did this offseason was re-sign Rashad Jones. Now, that should probably be number 1. A lot of people's books, that might be number 1. But for me, I knew a deal was going to get done with us and Rashad Jones. I mean, if you didn't think a deal was going to get done, you were in La La Land somewhere crazy. But it was pretty obvious to everybody that a deal was going to get done with Rashad Jones before training camp. So I thought it was going to get done. I'm surprised it came so early, but he deserves it. And a lot of guys are going to say he's 28, he turns 29 soon. I don't care, honestly. I think he's worth it. I think he still has a good 4 or 5 years left, and that'll get us into that last year. I think they'll pay that guaranteed money up front, which means probably after 3 years of the 6-year deal, he'll be expendable. So the Dolphins are working their contracts in a way that they haven't before, in a very, very good way. I mean, Rashad Jones is an all-pro safety. He is a Pro Bowl safety. He's been like that 4 years for the Miami Dolphins. I mean, he can play in the box. He can cover tight ends. He is the guy you want back there. And it was a great job by them to get him re-signed. Fabulous. I'm super, super proud of that. Guys, I hope you did very much enjoy this. I tried to keep this a little shorter. I have a lot more that I wanted to say about a lot of guys. But I want to point out my 5 best moves. That's why you see them. They're not in order in the thumbnail. It's not the greatest thumbnail. I'm not the greatest thumbnail designer. I'm not. But I hope you guys did very much enjoy this video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. We are at 479 subscribers, 21 away from 500. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, please make sure to go down in the description and follow me on Twitter. And when you do that, you guys will see everything I post all the time. And just to let you guys know of something really quick, I put it up on Twitter, and I'm going to stick with it. My goal for this year was originally to get to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube by the 31st of December at 11:59 p.m. I've upped that a lot, and I doubt I'll get there. But my goal for this year is 5,000. That's going to require me for the next 9 months, just about, or 9.5 months, to post consistently, I know, and I will be doing that. But that's my goal, just putting it out there. So if you see my videos get a little better or anything like that, you see Steam picking up, that's probably why. But that's my goal. I've changed it from 2,000 to 5,000, and I'm going to strive to get there. I doubt it, but hopefully with the help of you guys and your support, we can get there. I hope you guys did very much enjoy this video. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. And as always, peace.